Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's me, your girl, Antinette. I am the founder of Antinette Develops, also known as TGN Development Company, and that's my development company that I created because I'm passionate about winning, but I'm also passionate about seeing other people win as well. Now, I was born a winner. Don't get me wrong, I know this. I come from a long line of winners. However, I did not decide to intentionally start winning until 2010 when I got pregnant with my son. And when I say winning, I mean like making decisions, better decisions, taking my life more seriously. That's what I mean when I say winning. So if you have watched my previous videos, you hear me say all the time the things that I've been through that made me who I am today. However, at 22, I got serious. I got serious about my education. I got serious about my relationships. I got serious about my career, my violent ways, my self-esteem. More importantly, got serious about my future. Today, I'm doing a video on, I'm going to answer 2 questions today in this video. And I'm going to give my personal but educated answer to these 2 questions. And question number 1 is, why the hood is in shambles? And question number 2 is, what needs to be done to restore order in the hood? So those are the 2 questions that I'm answering today. All right? So let me share with y'all what inspired me to do this video. First of all, I always wanted to do a video like this, always, but the words never really came out right, so I had to postpone it. But about a couple months ago, it was the beginning of the year, I went to a Happy Black Woman retreat. You probably heard me talk about this already, and it was an amazing experience. I was there with a lot of professionals, lawyers, doctors, coaches, people who really just want to see their life be better. So while I was there, the host, the facilitator, she said, if you're a seasoned person, grab somebody by the hand, a younger person, and give them some advice. So this lady came up to me, her name was Tony, and we got to talking about who my tribe was. And I was telling her, I just want to help everybody. And she was saying how Antinette, that's cool and that's beautiful, but you can't help everybody. You got to pick a tribe. So I'm like, who is my tribe? So we keep talking and talking and talking. And as we begin to talk, the thing that my tribe popped in my head, and I was like, Tony, I know what it is. She was like, what? And I was like, it's the hood. The hood is my tribe. I love my hood. Everything I do is for my hood. The reason why I started my development company is because I'm from the hood, and I wanted to help people from the hood like me, people that look like me, so that was our conversation. So that helped me to kind of develop my message in a way. So then number 2 reason why I decided to do this video, which is the foundation of this video, is because of the senseless killings that's going on in the community. It pains me. It really pains me to hear about all the killings that's going on and to know that a lot of it is happening with the youth. The majority of it is happening by the youth, and it hurts me. It really does. So those are the 2 things that inspired me to do this video, Tony and the killings that's going on, because I'm ready for that stuff to end. I'm ready for it to end. So who is this message for? I'm going to let you know who this message is for, so you can know if you should continue to listen to this message. All right, so number 1, this message is for occupants of the hood. I want y'all to hear me. I want y'all to listen to this video, and I want y'all to hear me, hear what I said. Because I just want us all to elevate. That's it, because I'm from the hood too. And I just want us all to elevate. That's it. So if you're from the hood, just spend a couple minutes with me, and I'm not going to try to be here for too long, because I really want y'all to listen to the video. But if I take too long, pause it, look at the time where y'all stopped at, and say, okay, she's talking too much, that's cool, and then come back and listen to it, because I'm really saying something, And now, also, If you are currently in the hood, like occupant, or if you grew up in the hood, I want you to listen to this video because you might still have your hood mentality, which is okay, but I just want you to listen to this video too so you can understand. And if you work with people who live in the hood, like I want you to listen to this video because you might can share this video with them or share some of my ideas that I state in this video with them. So please, if you're from the hood, you currently live in the hood, or you work in the hood, please listen to this message. So I keep talking about the hood, right? So let me be clear on what I mean when I say the hood, all right? So the hood to me is, and to everybody, I need you to know, this is the hood. You live in the hood if everybody around you is receiving low income. If you have low income, you're in the hood. If you're in a low income community that has high crime, you're in the hood, period. If there's a liquor store and a church on every corner, you are from the hood, period. If in the summertime, the crime goes up and the corners get full, you're from the hood, And if the government owns your community, every house is owned by the government, you are from the hood. I'm from the hood. But I want to let you know that if you're from the hood and if you're from this type of environment, you need to listen to this message, period. Okay? You just need to listen to it. Okay? So, 3 reasons why I feel the hood is in shambles. Reason number 1, babies being born with no purpose. This is not the number 1 reason because I feel like they're all important, but this is a major reason why the hood is in shambles because the babies are being made, they're being born, they're mistakes. You know, we just didn't use a condom, so now the baby's here, we're going to deal with it. They're being born just to keep a man, and 9 times out of 10, that don't work anyway. They're being born for the check or the benefits or whatever. They're being born to get back at a man because the man don't want the baby. He told you to get an abortion, but you're still going to keep the baby anyway, just to get back at him. Or you was the side piece and now you're going to keep the baby because you're trying to make his girl mad. But this is the whole life that we're bringing into the situation. So now, since the babies weren't born on purpose, your mind, your money, and your circumstances isn't right for this baby, this life that you're bringing into the world. So number 1 reason why the hood is in shambles. Number 2 reason why the hood is in shambles, babies having babies. Now, don't get me wrong. If you like a Kardashian or whatever, this might work for you because you might have the financial situation to, take care of these kids. But if you live in poverty, you live in abuse, you come from that, if you come from addiction and all of that, and the cycle is just going to continue. Babies having babies. Another reason why that's a problem is because, listen, the wisdom is getting lost in these generations because it's just not enough time in between. Baby girl 15, mom 30, grandma 45, that's not enough wisdom in there. We gotta do better with that, or we just gotta get more wise. And number 3, the drugs are destroying our community and our parental units. It's been destroying our communities and our parental units for a while, even with crack, starting with crack, when, I'm not going to even get into all that, but the drugs, okay? So, reason number 1, babies being born with no purpose. Reason number 2, babies having babies. And reason number 3, the drugs are destroying our communities. And that's the 3 reasons why I feel that the hood is in shambles. So now, let me get into what needs to be done to restore order. And like I said, this is my personal but educated answers to the questions that I'm answering today, okay? So, 11 ways that order can be restored in the community, okay? Now, if you are from the hood, and I define what the hood is, if you listen to my 11 ways, you're going to get something from it. But I really want the parents of the hood to really pay a special attention to what I'm saying, okay? Because it's for everybody. It's for everybody of the hood, but it's definitely for my parents of people in the hood, for real. I'm a parent. I got 2 kids. I don't play about my kids. And I'm speaking to the parents, definitely. Everybody but the parents especially. So reason number 1, if you are from the hood and you have a child under the age of 18, it's time to be involved, okay? Like, it's the children that's under 18 that's out here, they committing these crimes, and our kids is getting life sentences. They not playing with our kids. They not playing fair when it comes to our kids. They really not playing fair. So, since they not playing fair, and we know they not playing fair, it's time for us as the parents to step up and be more involved in the lives of our kids. Point blank, period. Here's a sign that you need to step up and be more involved in the lives of your kids. If your kids is always getting in trouble, if they're disrespectful, if they've experienced some type of trauma, like they might have lost a parent or somebody that's close to them, they might be in an abusive situation, like abuse might be in the household or whatever. If they're defiant, these are problems. This is a problem, and this problem means that the parent has to pay closer attention to the child. These are signs. These are signs. If your child is under 18 and they're showing these signs, it's time to step up and be more involved, because they're not playing fair when it comes to our kids. They really not. And until you admit that there's a problem, once you see these signs, and until you admit that these are problems, the problems are going to persist until you admit that there's a problem as a parent. Number 2, you have to be different to get different. As a parent, you have to be willing to be different to get different. And this is for anybody, but like I said, anybody can take something from this message, but this is especially for my parents, the people in the hood, because you have to be willing to change. If you're not going to change, then your child is not going to change, because your kids is learning this behavior from somewhere. Either they're learning it from the presence of you or the presence or the absence of you, but they're learning this behavior from somewhere, and either you need to be more involved so you can be more present, and if you are already present and always around, you have to now feed your child with more positive experiences so that they can grow and be whole, okay? Okay, so you have to decide as a parent that you are willing to do whatever it takes for your child to succeed and be successful and not have these negative outcomes that include either being locked up or going to jail or being shot or dying, because our babies are dying out here. So the change starts with you. The change starts with you. So also, if you're from the hood, number 3, you got to be able to identify your trauma and your drama. This is for everybody. If you're from the hood, you got to identify your trauma and your drama. Okay? Like, parents, just because you went through something, it does not mean that it's okay for your child to go through something. I had a parent come to me the other day, and she said that she noticed that her daughter was going through something. So she had confronted the dad, because the dad was the primary parent for whatever reasons. So as she confronted the dad said, well, you know what, I've been through it, so she'll be okay, because I made it. Mind you, the dad is abusive and doing all this other extra stuff. So no, just because you went through it and you lived through it don't mean that it's okay for your child to go through it. You have to identify your trauma and your drama and heal from that, because I want you to take this away. If you have experienced some trauma, I want you to know that you can heal from your trauma, okay? Your trauma won't break you. Your trauma will only break you if you let it. Point blank, period. You can heal from that trauma. You can heal from the trauma. I just want to let you know that, because a lot of us, we've been through so much as in our youth, and we haven't healed from it yet. And you can heal from it. You really can. And sometimes you might not have trauma, because trauma can seem so traumatic, right? And trauma is traumatic. But sometimes you might have just drama where, you might have not got along with your parents for whatever reason, or certain family members for whatever reason. And it's time to heal from that, because that's blocking you from being everything that you need to be if you're angry about it, So number 3 is definitely identify your trauma and your drama. If you're from the hood, that's how we can restore order. Number 4, seek help. Once you identify your trauma and your drama, now it's time to seek help. I say this all the time. You have to seek help for your success. That's what it is. It's like in our culture, we feel as though that it makes us look weak if we ask for help. If we ask that family member that we see that's doing something that you want to do, oh no, I'm not going to ask because she thinks she this and she thinks she that, or no. Seek help for your success. If you had a traumatic experience and you don't have nobody in your life that can help you to overcome it, because they have their own traumas, now you got to seek help. You got to seek a therapist. You got to seek a psychologist. You might need some sort of medication. You might need to go on a retreat to clear your mind, but you have to seek help for that, okay? And if you can handle it, how about this? If you can handle it, go to that person that hurt you and get a conversation for them and let them know how much they hurt you, but in a healing way. But let them know. Let them know. Because get it off of you. Get it off of you. Number 5, you have to increase your income. If you want to restore the order in the hood, we have to increase our income. The participants of the hood has to increase their income. You have to say, I don't want to be on welfare. I want to struggle just a little bit so I can, grow, You have to, the goal has to be to get off of welfare. That needs to be your goal. And in order to get off of welfare, you have to be making at least, well, they're going to take you off of welfare before you're making this amount that I'm about to say. But in order for you to live off of welfare comfortably, you have to at least make $60,000 a year and not have a lot of kids early, point blank, period. But you have to at least make $60,000 a year. If you're not making $60,000 a year, and if that's not your goal from the rip, that's the minimum. I want you to be a millionaire, but if you're not at least making $60,000 a year, if that's not your goal, then you always going to feel stress and pressure, and that's not good for the hood. Stress and pressure isn't good for the hood. Let me tell you how poverty affects you. If you are living in poverty, if you are living in debt, if you are living paycheck to paycheck, let me tell you how it affects you. Households that are below income level have more than double the rates of violent victimization compared to individuals with high income. Households that are below income level have more than double the rates of violent victimization compared to individuals with high income. Another one. People who live in poverty are more likely to report a crime than those who do not live in poverty. Okay, so if you live in poverty, you're more likely to report a crime than those who are not. And number 3, people who live in households that are struggling with poverty have a higher rate of violence that involves firearms. So poverty and firearms are aligned. Okay? So it's by design that a lot of us are living in the same communities, and we just grouped up together, and then guns come into play. Number 6, you have to increase your education. Okay, you have to increase your education, formal or informal. Either go back to school or read some books, look at some YouTube videos. Education is out here. It's so here. Like, you can get educated anywhere, and it's time for us as people who are in the hood to educate our minds, to educate our souls, to educate our households, to educate our kids. We have to be informed, okay? And not informed with the social media bull crap, but really informed about and reading and looking at these videos that teach us how to elevate and grow to the next level. If you having financial issues, you want to watch things that help you increase your finances. If you have a personal relationship issues, you want to watch things that help you, think different and be different. You want to you just want to increase your mind, okay? Studies show when someone receives more education, they are less likely to commit a crime and more likely to earn a living wage. So sometimes we might be in our situations because we're not educated enough on what the other possibilities are. Number 7. Take care of your mental health. Mental health is serious. I worked in the mental health field for a long time. It's not a game. It's not. So I want to point something out to you about mental health. Mental health runs in the family. So if your grandmom suffered from schizophrenia, or your dad has anxiety, or whatever the case may be, it's more than likely you might get that too. So you want to get in front of it. Identify the mental health that runs in your family, because you want to get in front of that. And also just want to let you know, like abuse of any kind, it definitely affects your mental health. So if you've been through abuse or you've witnessed abuse, you also want to seek help for that. You want to talk to somebody about that, because if sometimes when you close your eyes, you just can't get it out of your mind. Like that's a traumatic experience, and that affects your mental health, because it does alter how you go about your relationships. It really does. So I just wanted to put that out there about mental health. Number 8, you deserve a sober mind. You deserve a sober mind. If you know me personally, you know that I love a good turn up. I love a good turn up. However, I also appreciate my sober mind. Like, if you're somebody that's always under the influence, always high, always perked up, always drunk, always just high, you need to be real with yourself, and you need to ask yourself, what am I not trying to think about? You really got to ask yourself that. Like, what am I not trying to think about? Because you might be trying to mask something. And whatever comes up for you when you ask yourself that question, it's time for you to identify that and heal from that, because that's going to freaking heal generations. That's going to heal a community. That's going to heal your household by you just having a sober mind and having a conversation with yourself in your sober mind. That's going to do numbers for you and your family and our communities. Seriously. Number 9, find a mentor. Mentorship is so important. When I say seek help for your success, that's what I mean. Number 9, find a mentor. A mentor is someone that you can identify that's doing exactly what you want to do, and ask them how they can show you, and ask them, can they show you the way? That's a mentor. That's a mentor. And before you're thinking about approaching a mentor, think about ways in which you can help this person. It might not be financially, but think about ways in which you can, give back to this person that's going to elevate you to the next level. And don't forget, you can also use YouTube as well as mentors. Like, there's people that I follow on YouTube that I get a lot of information from. So a mentor, you can have an online mentor as well. Okay, and number 10, join a mastermind. A mastermind is a group of people who you can work with that are doing exactly what you want to do and are striving towards the same goals as you. So either a mentor, that's one-on-one, but a mastermind is a group of people. I recently joined a mastermind where we meet once a week, and where we talk about investing and real estate. And it's just an awesome thing, because you know that in this group you you have 15, 20, or however many people that you might only have 5 people, whatever your mastermind is, but you know that you have this amount of people in your group that's going to support you and help you elevate to the next level, because that's all it's about, is elevating to the next level. And that's why I'm sharing these tips with you, because if you're from the hood, I want you to elevate to the next level, you know? And last but not least, this is one of the most important things to me, and it's so important to me, and this is why I made a list. But vacation. You want to elevate to the next level, see some things. And I'm not just talking about Miami. Like, see some things, see life, see other culture, see the way other people living. Like, you deserve a vacation. And if you can only get to Miami right now, that's okay. But I'm just saying, you know, you want to just see other cultures and see big things, because one time I was in the store and I was eavesdropping on these people's conversation. This older lady, and she was saying how her and her husband, they haven't been on a vacation ever. She was like 60-something years old. And she was saying how, and I don't know, it kind of sounded like she was bragging, but I felt sorry for her, because there's no way that I've been working so hard and I'm not going to go on a vacation. So if you want to elevate, go on a vacation, because you deserve it. And if you haven't been on a vacation, you're probably stressed out. So you need to go on a vacation, okay? So I'm going to start from, say them over real quick. So number 1, you want to be more involved. Be more involved. Number 2, you want to be different to get different. Number 3, you want to identify your trauma and your drama. Number 4, you want to seek help for your success. Number 5, increase your income. You want to, number 6, increase your education. Number 7, you want to take care of your mental health. Number 8, you deserve a sober mind. Number 9, find a mentor. Number 10, join a mastermind. Number 11, vacation. Also, I want to tell you all about my package real quick. I'm offering this 4-week bundle package. It's called the Create Your Life Bundle Package. In this package, we'll be working one-on-one together. We'll create a life assessment. We'll do your 5-year plan. We'll go over your budget. We'll also develop a goal plan. You and I will talk. We'll meet up once a week to discuss your process that you're making towards your goals. And also, I'll do a 2-week follow-up session with you so we can talk about how everything's going. And I created this bundle package because I'm always getting phone calls about people who want to live their best life, who are starting their businesses and they need help with doing that. And I'm like, let me create a package where I'm helping you do all that. We'll work together for 1 month, and it's for economical price of $149. So if you want to work with me, I'm really open and willing to work with you and to help you create your best life, because that's something that I'm really, really passionate about. Much love.